This video is brought to you by Fool's Gold Into the Bellowing Wilds, a Dingo Doodles adventure on Kickstarter now. Check it out using our link below the video. And by Steamforged Games and their Epic Encounters series. With just one box, you can run an awesome cinematic adventure that your players will never forget. Use our link below the video to see all your epic encounter options. Hello and welcome to the Gallant Goblin. I have been waiting on this day for, I think, almost 2 years now. We finally have our hands on the legendary Yawning Portal premium set for Dungeons & Dragons. Many thanks to WizKids for sending it to us to review. This set has gone through numerous iterations and delays, but it's finally out, and I cannot wait to see what they did with it and how it compares to those initial design sketches that leaked out of some retailer conference back in, I think, 2019 or so. And this set also promises some really cool special effects, so we're going to see exactly how cool they are. But before we open the box, I wanted to let you know that we are now official heralds for DMs Guild, your source for Dungeons & Dragons supplements to expand and enhance your games. What that means is that you can now use our links and our discount code HeraldGoblin5 to get a 5% discount on everything you buy there. And the more people use our links and code, the bigger the discount we can give you in the future. For the Yawning Portal, I recommend a little supplement, a guide to Tales from the Yawning Portal over here by PowerScore RPG. I used our guide for Storm King's Thunder, and I found it to be really helpful. The guide should help you prep your Tales from the Yawning Portal sessions in no time and give you lots of great DM tips to get the most out of the adventure. And it's certainly a great time to run these classic adventures with your group. Check it out using our link below the video and that discount code. And to celebrate our new title as Heralds for DMs Guild, we have a giveaway. You can win a $10 gift card for DMs Guild, Drive-Thru RPG, or any of their marketplaces. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber to the Gallant Goblin here on YouTube and leave me a comment down below letting me know what your favorite DMs Guild supplement is. And this also means that the comment section of this video is going to be a fantastic resource for DMs Guild recommendations. So when you finish the video here, scroll down there and see what treasures you can find. And be sure to use our discount code HeraldGoblin5 to get that discount. We'll draw a winner in a couple of weeks. We're also compiling a list of DMs Guild supplements that we recommend for you over on our website. We'll be adding to it over time, so go bookmark it and check it out from time to time. You can find it at gallantgoblin.com/DMsGuild. Now, without further ado, let's enter the Yawning Portal. Let's start by just opening up this massive box to see what's inside. On the top layer, you see the entrance to the Undermountain itself, plus the special furniture like the bar, the fireplace, and the stage. Under that, we have the large second-story floor, and under that is a ton of WarLock Tile floor pieces and walls. Now let's go through everything. You get one true mini in the set, Durnan, the owner and proprietor of the Yawning Portal. His base has his name, but he is unnumbered. You get 4 double beds, 3 square tables, 1 statue of Tymora, 3 round tables, and 2 single beds. Now the front of the box actually shows beds with different colored duvets, but in actuality they're all red, which honestly makes more sense. Durnan has a CR 9 stat block in Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and he graces the cover of Tales from the Yawning Portal. The Church of Tymora typically keeps a cleric on hand in the tavern to offer healing in exchange for cash donations. Here's some basic furniture and scatter terrain. The set comes with 8 barstools, 2 long tables, 2 sets of stacked barrels, 4 barrels with the YP logo stamped on them, 2 barrels on stands, 2 small kegs, 2 large kegs on stands, 6 nightstands, and 8 chairs. Some of these items will probably look familiar to you as they've shown up in previous WarLock Tiles expansion sets, among other places. You may find that you have quite a few of these chairs and stools by now. Next, we have the staircase and pillar. These are basically used to hold up the second story of the Yawning Portal. You get 2 staircases and 3 pillars in the set. There aren't dedicated places to put the pillars, so you can just position them in whatever way balances out that second floor for yourself. The staircase is pretty gorgeous and is made so that you can slot minis into it, which is fantastic. You may want to reuse these when you're building out large manors or mansions and other adventures. Next, we have the 2 front doors of the Yawning Portal, which are special WarLock Tile pieces. The doors open and close, the sign will swing a little bit, and you can slot WarLock Tile clips into the backs of the doors to attach to your flooring. The 2 pieces are mirrors of each other, one with the door on the left and the other with the door on the right. You can use these in your other WarLock Tiles builds as well. Here we have the front bay windows of the Yawning Portal. You'll get 2 of these in the set. Next we have the furniture that goes behind the bar shelving it's called. The center section features a boar's head, some beer taps, lanterns, and Durnan's famous Grimvault sword, which functions as a sword of sharpness. Then we have the left set of bar shelving with 2 little doors that do open and close. And here is the right set of bar shelving with 3 little compartments with doors that function. There's not a lot of utility or gameplay to be mined from opening the little doors on the cabinets, but it's a nice touch for a premium product like this. You get 1 of each of the 3 parts of the bar shelving in the set. I'll show you what it looks like when we combine all the pieces at the bar in just a moment. But first, here's the bar itself broken out into its component pieces. I believe this is a new bar design. It's a bit different from the one that we got in the WarLock Tiles Tavern set and the Pathfinder Battles Rusty Dragon Inn set. This set comes with these 2 longer bar portions, the short bar portion, and the curved portion. You can assemble them in a few different ways, but here's one possible combination with our trusty Durnan and his customary location. You'll also note that the YP logo is stamped on the 2 longer bar sections. And it's not a tavern without some mugs of ale and bottles of wine and spirits, and you get quite a few to spread around your inn. You get 8 of each of these, 5 bottle sets, 3 bottle sets, frothy mugs, regular mugs, and 8 bottle sets. If you have a deck score of 12 or better, you can even fit all those little bottles into the shelving behind the bar, which really looks great. My clumsy orc fingers aren't quite up to the task, but I have faith that you can do it if you try. Now let me show you the whole bar setup with the shelving, the bar sections, the stools, some kegs, barrels, bottles, and Durnan himself. It's a pretty sweet setup and definitely the best bar set we've ever gotten. Let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. And here's the stage, ready for open mic night or your bardic performances. There aren't any moving pieces on the stage, the curtains don't open or close or anything like that, but it's another pretty sweet piece that looks great in a tavern. You can comfortably fit 4 minis up on the stage for a grand performance check. The minis I have here aren't included in the set, I just pulled them out of my little bin marked Barfolk Minis. And here's the famous, iconic Yawning Portal fireplace in the shape of a goblinoid head. The fireplace comes with 2 inserts. Here you can see the stack of logs for when the fire is out, but the hearth does have a built-in LED and a translucent set of fiery logs to show it off. If you're familiar with the typical WizKids LEDs that we've seen in previous 4D settings pieces, then you know that this one has 3 settings. By pushing the button on the bottom, you can switch it from off to a steady glow, as you can see here. Another press will switch it to a mode where the light fades all the way from off to fully lit and back again. The camera here, as always, doesn't quite capture it. Ignore that pulsing effect and your lying eyes. That's just an artifact of the camera. The actual effect in real life is very smooth off to on. But the third press does give you a more natural pulsating effect, though without the subtle flashing that you see here in this video. Sorry, it's very difficult to capture the LED effects on camera, but it's a great piece and one of the most famous symbols of the Yawning Portal. But here's the centerpiece, the entrance to the Undermountain. And there's a lot to talk about here. It comes with a detachable crane arm and a black cover for the portal itself if you don't want to make use of its special effects, which we'll go over in a moment. The cover isn't entirely black though. It does have a subtle stone effect around the edges to give you the illusion of depth. You can certainly place a mini on the crane with no problems. You won't be able to actually lower them down into the dungeons under the city, but you can have a dramatic fight in the bar where someone might get knocked off. You can also replace the platform on the crane with a bucket if you're just looking for water or you want to lower a bucket of, bananas into the Underdark. I'm pretty sure that's how one module started back in the 80s. The crane can also be rotated by hand, so you can have someone step onto the platform and then rotate them out over the abyss. And we'll come back to the special effects in just a moment. The set also comes with some basic WarLock tile pieces, including 1 2-inch double door, 1 1-inch single door, and 14 plaster full-height walls with a place to hang some accessories, though there aren't any wall accessories in the set. The doors, of course, do open and close. The walls and doors are designed to go along the sides of the building. There aren't enough wall pieces to form a back wall of the tavern. You also get 16 4x4-inch double-sided WarLock Tile floor pieces. And these really are just WarLock Tile pieces, so you can reuse them in your future builds. You have the wooden floor design on one side and the stone floor on the other. One reason the set was delayed was because the original design called for cardboard floors similar to what we saw in the tower set. And after hearing the feedback from that, they decided to switch to WarLock Tiles and a solid plastic floor piece for the second story. We'll show you some previous designs for the Yawning Portal at the end of the video. You also get this unique curved WarLock Tile floor piece that goes in the front of your Yawning Portal setup to support the entrance to the Undermountain. And you get a single trapdoor. The curved piece is also reversible, and the trapdoor, which is the same one that came in the Doors and Archways set, can be opened and closed. And finally, you get two little baggies that contain 72 WarLock Tile easy clips and the 32 edge caps to make sure that your Yawning Portal will have a solid foundation. And now, let's take a look at what that portal piece looks like with the cover off. On the bottom, you have a small button to turn it on and off and to change the mode, and a little switch that'll change the color from white to red to orange. And the infinite mirror effect actually looks really good. I was surprised, honestly. And again, it's a bit difficult to capture on camera because of our lights and its reflective surface. So first, I turned off the lights to let you see how it looks in the tavern, and then I also took the portal into a dark room to give you a really better look. The white, red, and orange lights all look pretty darn cool. You can choose the one that'll suit your taste and maybe the mood of the story that you're telling. And like the Fireplace, this set has 3 modes, and it actually translated fairly well to video this time. The first press, again, will give you a steady light. The second press fades the light from all the way off to all the way on and back again, as you can see. It looks pretty good. And the last press gives you a more pulsating, slightly flashing effect, which to me looks like you have torches lining the inside of the pit, and the torches are just wavering in the breeze. I think this is the coolest effect. When you're ready to play, you may want to mainly have access to that ground floor. Luckily, it's very easy to remove the second floor and put it back on again when you're ready. The second floor landing isn't made of WarLock tiles, it's just one solid single-sided plastic piece. And honestly, you may want to remove the pillars when you're not using that second floor piece because, at least in my particular build here, they got in the way of the bar, the stage, and the hearth. And if you want to use this set as a regular old large tavern and inn without the portal, the entrance to the Undermountain, it's very easy to remove it. You can also remove the front curved edge piece and possibly the special doors and the bay windows and just replace them with regular WarLock tile walls and doors. You can also add on a back door and back walls if you want to, or adjust the whole thing with angles or curved walls or whatever you like. You will want the Town and Village 2 with its full height walls to match the included walls though. And here you can just see some glamour shots of the whole thing. Honestly, I'm really impressed. I think they took an initial design that probably would have been a little disappointing and turned it into a set that's fun and thematic and functional. And you get quite a lot of pieces that are completely reusable in other builds. The bar looks great, the fireplace is fantastic, the stage is a great touch that also gives us a lot of storytelling potential, and of course the big well itself looks perfect. Chef's kiss. Kudos to the design team on that one. One of the best single designs that they've done. I love it. Keep a little microfiber cloth handy to get rid of any smudges or fingerprints because the cleaner it looks, the better the effect is. The top floor is maybe a little meh, but I'm glad it's there. It's mostly functional. It's a place where if you want to have encounters that occur when the players are in their rooms at night, you can do so. It feels a little underwhelming without real walls, but having a fully fleshed out second story would have really added on to the cost, I know. So overall, it's a fair compromise. According to the website, it should come with assembly instructions, though I didn't actually see any in mine. It wasn't difficult to figure it out, though. You could probably use the images and videos in this video if you're having any trouble putting it together. And I realized that I haven't even given you any lore about the Yawning Portal itself. It was built by Durnan in Waterdeep in 1306 DR about 200 years ago, making Durnan a pretty old senior citizen by now. It's primarily known for being the front door to the Undermountain through the large well from which it gets its name. It features prominently in Tales from the Yawning Portal, obviously, Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage. In fact, if you're playing Dungeon of the Mad Mage, the Yawning Portal could be somewhat of a home base for your players. And I promised you some pictures of what the set looked like in its early development days. Well, these were the initial leaked images of the set from a retailer conference a couple of years ago. You can see that it was originally planned to be a 3-story structure with those cardboard floors that weren't super popular. A lot of the rest of the design stayed fairly intact. Let me know what you think about the changes in the comment section below. And I gotta take this opportunity to show the great piece of art from the Dragon Heist Waterdeep book. I even have a puzzle of this somewhere. I need to put it together and frame it in my house somewhere. Okay, let's talk price, availability, and expansions. On dndmini.com, it's listed for $367.49. I'm seeing it listed in some retailers for as low as $280 though. So as always, shop around or try to support your local game stores if you want to pick it up. It's on some store shelves right now, and it'll be trickling out to more over the next several weeks and months. And there are 3 expansions for it. Friendly Faces, which includes some well-known Yawning Portal NPCs, specifically from Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Beds and Bottles, for, well, beds, bottles, and other things. And Bars and Tables. You can use these to liven up your Yawning Portal set here, or you can just grab those by themselves for some useful scatter terrain without having to get this full set. We'll have full reviews of all those very soon. Now, if you're looking for some interesting adventures to run when your party makes that inevitable plunge into the Undermountain, I think it's a perfect opportunity to bust out one of your Epic Encounter sets. A lot of them take place in the cavernous underground areas. Each of these boxes contains everything you need to run a fun adventure with your group. You'll get minis and double-sided maps and tokens and adventure books to help you tell a great story for characters of any level. They're sold in sets, 1 minion box with 20 awesome minis and 1 associated box set with an epic-sized final encounter for your story. Maybe your players will find some awakening snake men or a tribe of orcs mobilizing for an assault, or some goblins worshipping a great behemoth of a monster of some sort, or a group of kobolds trying to placate the ravenous red dragon matron. You've got lots of options. We have full reviews of all the boxes in the playlist in the eye in the corner of your screen. Learn more by using the link below the video. That's Epic Encounters from Steamforged Games. And it's the closing days of the Kickstarter for the Dingo Doodles adventure and setting book, Fool's Gold Into the Bellowing Wilds from our friends at Hit Press. And you don't want to miss out on this. Dingo Doodles is an extremely popular and funny D&D animation channel on YouTube, and Fool's Gold brings you a new adventure in their setting, the world's deadliest jungle. The book contains extensive world lore, a level 10 to 20 adventure for those of you always itching for higher level play, a new alchemy and harvesting system, a big wilder magic system, and new subclasses, races, spells, magic items, monsters, and more. Plus, you can get some awesome minis to flesh out your adventures, including the 12-inch tall tarrasque. Check it out before the campaign ends. You've only got a few days left. Use our link below the video to learn more. That's Fool's Gold Into the Bellowing Wilds on Kickstarter. And thank you for watching today. I am really looking forward to hearing what you think of this big old set in the comment section down below. And don't forget to check out our Yawning Portals DMs Guild suggestions using our special link below and the discount code HeraldGoblin5. And remember to enter the giveaway by being a subscriber and leaving a comment down below with your favorite DMs Guild product. It can even be one of ours. That's okay. And to sign up for our Cobalt Plush Kickstarter, go visit cobaltplush.com. Wait till you see our other Cobalt Plush designs. You can also join us on Discord, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. For now, stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I'll see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.